Bated breath. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Yeah, Monica is being a little extra today. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to sacrifice the nickel. He will be on display. We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for this event. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing! Performing? That's a pretty good one. Two indecisive people, and then one who's just like, you're going along with us or else. Monica? Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Actually, that's a lot better. I love group shots. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? No! It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, chill. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. Wow. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will— oh wow, I thought that was Natsuki's hand. No, it's just Monica poking her in the eye. Then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! Poke, poke, poke eyeball. It's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself. I believe they call that a JO session, at least for me. I don't know what you girls call it. Finding new horizons. I didn't think that game was that good. And having fun. Okay, I do like that. That's right! And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. Right? And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. This actually reminds me, when I was in college, I actually did not participate, but I was part of the audience of a live poetry session. And it was interesting to see how people recited poems from a long book of poetry. And it was... I'm glad I was part of the audience. They didn't ask much. They were just saying, hey, sit back, relax, we're going to read you some poetry. And I was like, okay. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Half uwu. Okay, fine. I Guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? She just falls over, collapsed. Yuri dejectively glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh! You'll be fine, Yuri. Okay, that's a better face. I love that Monica face. Where she's just like, okay, well, moving on. Anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden! There's a boy in the room! Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no! And then you just hear desks crashing. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she had in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. Love a girl with great inflection. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? Or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has fallen asleep. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression of pain on her face. Oh wait, no. That I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next! Wah! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yeah, I literally lit a fire under her ass. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called Stabby Stab Stab. Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. After I plucked it out with a spoon. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. She started speaking backwards, 5 octaves lower than normal. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure, and she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Her head's on fire! Suddenly, she finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. I don't know where that came from. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard, so that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri opens the poem, holds. Wow, I'm regressing. I can't read anymore. I rush back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. She just crashes into the desks again. Looks like Yuri is down for the Oh, wow, that actually fits. Well, there she goes. Okay. I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Well, Yuri went into a trance, and Monika's just perfection, so... Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through, as I reach in and take her heart from her chest. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Nickel liked it. Well, I was a bit ho-hum. I guess that's a good sign. Well, I like the gum on the floor I just stepped in. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Enunciation. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki. Harumph. Don't make me go over there. Oh wait, don't make me go before Nickel. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Nickel lower everyone's standards a little before I have to... Ouch. Natsuki, don't be a bitch. It's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Gunshot. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. This just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Well, don't leave us hanging, girl! Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Jump! Jump! Daddy Mac will make you jump, jump. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends... Aw, we're friends! It's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. We didn't think you felt anything other than rage. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure to you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, nuts! I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. It makes me so happy my skirt flies up. What the hell? Yeah, no problem. Natsuki's looking at her ponytail and the fact that it's staying in midair in perfect shape. Whoa! Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. Ooh, the song changed. It's a nice song. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. Falls over. Alright! I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori or Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. Ooh. And I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? I'm not jealous at all. Geez nuts, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well... How am I supposed to respond to that? You say afternoon delight and then you run. It's okay, Nickel. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. Later, bitches. I'm just kidding. They're not bitches. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. What do you think, chat? Sayori's asking us a very important question. Would we walk home with the quiet one? Or would we walk home with the airhead? This is actually important. You say walk with her instead, but which her are you talking about? Ooh, okay. Sorry, Sayori. Walk alone, leave them both. Wow, everybody's saying Yuri. Cool. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Wow, why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? This has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it! Jeez, nuts. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not too long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I just can't lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. Hey chat, why did we go with Yuri? Please don't tell me it's for her titties. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time?